Hey everyone, welcome to another 4 Edit Friday. Today we're going to be taking a look at this picture, taking a few different edits of it. So I think on this first one we're going to do pretty much just a standard color edit. I think the white balance probably works as is. Try a couple of different options there. That's way too yellow. Maybe I like that cloudy a little bit better. It's a little bit warmer than the other one. Let's see how it looks, bringing some high dynamic range in. I think that actually takes away from it a little bit. Maybe we'll bring a little bit in, but I think the contrast is good. In fact, maybe we'll bump up our contrast in here just a hair. We'll probably use a fair amount of clarity in this. That'll bring out all of the lines and everything and some sharpening. Yeah, I think that works. Maybe I'm going to do a little bit of a crop on here. Get rid of some of this edge. Yeah, I think I like that look better. So let's copy the base off of here. I'm actually going to just apply this all the way down so that we have the same crop. We'll take a look at number 2. What do I want to do with that? I think we're going to do a black and white for this one. We've got this little bit of moss in here. Maybe we'll bring up either greens or yellows. Let's see if we can make that jump out a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like bringing the yellows way up. It gives it a little bit of bite there and a little bit more in the water. So this is going to be a fairly standard. Maybe we'll bring our black point in a little bit. So this would be a pretty standard black and white processing. I think I'm going to do a higher contrast black and white process. So let's bring that in. We'll bring up our yellows again. Really gonna bring that black point up and maybe throw some more contrast at it. So we're gonna get some really blocked out blacks. Really drop those shadows. Let's play around with our shadow setting. Actually going to do a little bit more highlight recovery, which sounds weird, but or shadow recovery, sorry. Sounds weird when you're trying to add the contrast, but that affects the curve a little bit higher, so I think that works. So we do have some little more detail in the low mids, but we still let some of these areas really block out. We set our exposure warnings on here. Yeah, we're really just letting some of that block out. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's not something you want all the time, but it is a look that you can use. On this last one, I want to do a little bit of split toning. So we're going to go into our color balance tool. And what I want to do is we're going to bring the background. It's too much. We're going to push that into the blue. But then I'm going to use my mid-tone tool to kind of balance the water back out. So we've got some... So the water stays relatively white. Well, we make the overall hue kind of bluish. I don't want this to actually turn blue, but I want a pretty heavy blue cast to it. Let's figure out where it starts to look ridiculous and then back it off just a hair. So let's do that. I think that works. Let's take a look at it next to our original. Original, command click this one instead of shift click it. So you've got a really blue kind of... It's definitely not made to look natural. It's more an effect. This definitely looks more natural. And then, if we look at each of these, we've got the natural edit, fairly standard black and white edit, a higher contrast black and white. I think we might even... Let's see if we can pull even a little bit more clarity into this. Black and white, you can really go kind of crazy on a few of these controls. So let's take a look at both of these side by side, or top and bottom. Yeah, we've got quite a bit more bite in this one. And then that's our mystic effect one, whatever you want to call it. So I'll have all of these linked up on my blog. If you want to take a look at some images. If you like this, please take a minute to like it. Comment on which one you like best, which one, or what you might change, how you might edit it. And if you enjoy these, take a minute to like the video and subscribe to the channel. There's also a playlist here for more 4Edit Fridays and more Lightroom or Capture One tips. So take a look at those, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.